it's all about the clap back. Get your boss whacked, Premier's funeral on Snapchat. You now tuned into the bag.
Fuck if you dead, you shoot him again. I watched Instagram, I seen what you said, homie. Now I'ma fill your whole page with your dead homie. I had the whole city scared to stay near.
What's good, y'all? Fist Vegas, the hardest voice of sports. Go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe to the Fist. You know why you at it. Y'all know what time it is. If you ain't with it, you best get with it. Now let's rock. Listen, hit that sub button. Hit that sub button. Join this Fist Unit army. Get Fist Unit tough. We mobbing. We up next. Trying to tell you, we up next. So go ahead and hit that sub button now so you can mob with us on this come up. You feel me? With that being said, shout out to my guy Damian Lillard. You know what I'm saying? Now, I already foretold this. When I did my Damian Lillard video, what seems like so long ago, when he lost to Denver, I said he gotta go. I said there's no way in hell Dame is staying with Portland because he played out of his mind. Team as healthy as it's been since he's been there and lost to an injured Portland team. There's no way in hell he was gonna stay there. He looked defeated after that overtime game. After he lost that overtime game, he looked defeated. I knew he was out. So I just want to say shout out to Dame for wearing that black hat. And nobody in Portland should be mad at Dame because he gave you his entire prime. Nobody in Portland should be disappointed in Dame because when it's all said and done, he did his best. You see, Dame is 6'3", just like Westbrook, just like Curry, just like Chris Paul, like 6 foot. But the point I'm trying to make is, I don't hold these little ass guards accountable. You got to be 6'7" like Luka and Kobe, or you got to be like 6'9" like LeBron, or 7 foot like KD. You got to be a bigger wing. You got to be somebody who could take the game over physically and impose your will. If I'm gonna hold you that accountable, you know what I'm saying? So it's one of those situations where it's like you can't expect Dame, a point guard, 6'3" shoot first point guard, to go and beat these elite squads. You can't expect that. Curry got lucky when LeBron got hurt. If you take away 2015 Curry, when he got lucky because LeBron got hurt, KD was Finals MVP in 17 and 18. Them were KD titles. You say what you want about KD, I do all the time, but they don't win without KD. No way in hell they're beating LeBron without KD. You know what I'm saying? I still think it's a sucker move on KD to go take the easy way out, but let's call a spade a spade. Little old Curry wasn't going to beat LeBron. And if Damian Lillard had gotten to the finals any of them years, he wasn't going to beat LeBron either. So what I'm saying is, this is not LeBron leaving Cleveland. When LeBron left Cleveland without winning the title, hold him accountable because he's big enough to carry a team. Giannis is carrying a team right now because he can impose his will. You get what I'm saying? Kobe Bryant was 6'7". He was still big enough to impose his will. When you got a little guard like Dame, they need a Kevin Durant. They need a LeBron James. They need somebody to be the big homie. They need that. Which brings me to Damian Lillard's list. Okay? Brings me to his list. Now, you got the Knicks, the Lakers, the Heat, and the Warriors. So, the Lakers are impossible. Not going to the Lakers. We're crossing out the Lakers. The Lakers are going to go get Lonzo. Or I think they're going to do the sign and trade for Westbrook. If you put a gun to my head and say, who are the Lakers going to get? Signing Schroeder to whatever money he wants and trading him to the Wizards is probably what's going to happen. I think the Lakers are going to get Westbrook. And I think the Celtics are going to get Bradley Beal. I think they blow it up in Washington. All right. So the Lakers, they don't have the assets. They got rid of all their assets for AD. Which brings me to the Heat. Now, if the Heat, my thing with the Heat is, did Pat Riley learn his lesson? Because last time, Pat Riley didn't want to trade Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero for James Harden. And James Harden is better than Dame. Like, stop the cap. James is better than Dame. So if you weren't willing to give up pieces for James Harden, are you going to give them up for Dame? So I don't know what's up with the Heat. Now, personally, I would love for him to come down here to Miami. I'll be at every Heat game if they get Damian Lillard. Big Fist could be at every Heat game if they get Damian Lillard. It'll be part of my daily routine to go to the Heat games if they get Damian Lillard. Just let you know that now. You come down here to Miami, we lit. Which leads me next to the Knicks. Now, the Knicks can put together a mean-ass package. They can, because they got the assets. They got the draft capital. They can send RJ Barrett, Emmanuel quickly. They can send some shit. Okay? They can do that. But my question is, why would they? The Knicks aren't in position to win. The Knicks would be idiots to trade for Damian Lillard because they can't win with Damian Lillard. Okay? You can keep the team as is. You could keep RJ Barrett. You could keep Julius Randle, Derrick Rose, whatever. You can keep the team intact. Put Damian Lillard on there and they're still not getting past the second round. They're not going to beat the Bucks. They're not going to beat a healthy Brooklyn team. Dame on the Knicks makes no sense. Which leads me to the Golden State Warriors, who could put together the best package and make it make sense. They can give you Wiseman and 2 lottery picks this year and Andrew Wiggins. They can do that. Which leads me to believe he's going to be on the Warriors. My thing for Dame, though, my question to Dame is, that's not going to win you no title. It's not. If Dame wants to win a title, going to the Warriors playing with Curry, that's not going to work. Curry, Clay. First of all, Dame and Curry don't play no defense. That's number one, right? Your backcourt, that's not going to work. Clay, you're going to be putting Clay as small forward, okay? Clay's coming off a torn Achilles and a torn ACL. Clay might not be able to play defense no more, okay? Draymond is, I can score more points than Draymond, and I can barely run up and down the damn court without passing the fuck out. Draymond is a negative on offense. He can still play defense. He can initiate the offense, but he's a negative on the offensive side of the ball. And I don't even know who the 4th starter would be. Who the 4th starter going to be? I don't even know. So I'm looking at the situation where I'm like, okay, Dame, Curry, that's your 1-2. Clay at the 3, I don't see it. I'm not sold. If Damian Lillard wants to win a title, he needs to force his way to a team like the Bucks, the Lakers, the Heat. If he could win a championship in Miami. If he goes to Miami, he could win a chip. But I don't know if Miami has the assets to get him. But if he wants to win a title, Miami will be a good look. Luka, playing with Luka, he'd be perfect with Luka, but I don't think Dallas isn't on the list, and I don't think Dallas has the assets. But for the most part, if I had to put my money on it, I think Dame is probably going to go to Miami. I have a feeling he goes to Miami. You know why I think he goes to Miami? Because Wiseman wasn't that good, and they already got Nurkic. They got Nurkic, right? So why would they want Wiseman when they got Nurkic? Didn't they just pay Nurkic or something like that? I can't remember. And then I just think Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson, if you were gonna build around CJ McCollum, having shooters like Hero and Duncan makes more sense. So that's where I'm at with the Damian Lillard situation, man. May have another video planned for y'all because I wanted to laugh at Dwayne Haskins. I just don't know if I want to put that Dwayne Haskins video on this channel or my Giants channel, but y'all stay tuned. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.